What's happening? Oh, right.
No, you don't give a fuck. 100 grand in a row. Yeah. You just leave 2 seconds before that. Fail. That's a fail.
Yeah, it can be annoying for some people, but it's a disruption. But I think that's the whole point. To be honest with you guys, it's to bring awareness, to get people talking about it. You know, it's like shaking people. I think that's the way they're looking at it. It's giving people a shake. Look, we're not doing this for the fun of our health. So yeah, where's my coke? Oh, there's my coke there. So yeah, it didn't. This just popped up. Um, got last minute was told about this. We're on the other side of Belfast covering Palestinians, supporting the Hamas. The journalists. Yeah, we know who they were. You know what I mean? I know we know. We've got evidence. We know exactly who they were. You know what I mean? It was a targeted strike to take them out, and we've seen the videos. You know what I mean? And I'm up for a debate for anybody with that one because yeah, we got the receipts for this one, and I wasn't going to get into it with them. I will the next time we will, and you know, the night I just couldn't be asked. You know what I mean? It was so it was a visual, and I just didn't think it was appropriate. But if CJ hadn't went live, I probably would have jumped in with a mic and actually had a discussion with some of them. But yeah, there'll be plenty of time for that. There'll be plenty more demos where Freedom Dad will be there trying to get answers and an understanding of the rhetoric of these headers. What do I say it? Like they are mental, like. So yeah, but like non-stop as well, non-stop as well. And I think CJ's on his way, guys, which is good. CJ's going to pop over. As that one of the boys has left something with him. So if you're watching CJ, see you soon. Yeah, he's a hardworking auditor. Like he really is. Citizen journalist. He's CJ audits, but he is a citizen journalist. He is getting in there and he is bringing the stuff that you're not getting from anywhere else. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's a crazy world we live in. There's so much misinformation, and all this time we've been told it's us. You know what I mean? Get this spanner in. All the time they've told us it was us. You know what I mean? Um, and just walk along a wee bit, mate. That was us giving the misinformation and all that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. It's them. You know what I mean? It's them, and we can prove that. And it suits their argument, so it does. They love the cause. It's like the old provos. You know what I mean? They're in it for the cause. You know what I mean? They've got something to fight for, something to die for. And some people are like that in life. Some people just need that cause to get up in the morning. And that's what it is. It's just an extension of the cause of their last cause, you know what I mean? Because of the PLO, the connection with the PLO, etc., etc. And so we understand why and how and all the rest of it. And but what we're trying to do is try and stop it, try and bring it all down. Let's look at the reality of it all. Let's look at Northern Ireland. Let's look at the UK. Let's look at Southern Ireland. Let's look at the trouble that's going on. Let's look at the persecution, the silencing, the freedom of speech, you know what I mean? Let's talk about immigration. Let's talk about mass immigration. Let's talk about the damages it does. You know what I mean? Instead of saying diversity is great and diversity is good, let's really analyze it and look at it and sit down and talk about it, but they don't because they know they can't argue. When you bring when you bring the evidence of what immigration is doing to the nation, then they can't argue with it because we've got the facts, we've got the figures. You know what I mean? But yeah, they don't care how many kids or women suffer because of this, and they don't care how many women and children will suffer in the future, as long as they keep bringing people into this country. Refugees are welcome. They don't care who you are, what you are. There's no borders. There's no borders. That's what they say. You know, but they won't bring them into their own house. They want them to come in the our areas. These snobs that go to these demos, these from the sleepy areas, the, the upper class that we see at these demos. They don't want them in their areas. They're quite happy firing them in here, the Woodvale, and the village, and Sandy Row. You know, These guys have got to deal with, these parents and grandparents have got to deal with the repercussions of this in our streets. You know what I mean? These guys at the Palestinian demos shouting refugees are welcome. Yeah, they're welcome everywhere, but in your own street, that's nuts. You know what I mean? Start taking these Afghanis home. Let's start taking the Pakistanis into your own house. Start taking these Eritreans into give them the freedom of your home. You want us to give them the freedom of our areas and let them come in and false documents and fake names and don't even know how old they are. And you think that's acceptable? No, it's not acceptable. It's not. Northern Ireland is not big enough for that to be acceptable. Diversity would not work in this country. It's too small. You know what I mean? And here we go. Look, this is our traditions. That's here, man. This is what we do. We remember all our grandfathers, great grandfathers, and grannies have fought and died in the war and all the rest. You know what I mean? And then the troubles and everything that we know and our culture and what we remember, our parades, our bonfires, our traditions growing up. You know, Simple things that that a Christian society does. The way we understand the ages and and relationships and the socialness of that, and it's a very complex thing when you bring people in and they go whenever they commit crimes they go, well, we're allowed to do that to 12-year-olds in our country. And then the judge is like, well, okay, seeing it's a cultural thing, we'll give you a light sentence. Okay, Mando. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Not here. Not here. So, yeah, for how many times? Right. Sorry about the live dropping. I don't know what happened, guys. So, this is just popped back up again. Continuation from the last live. I'm looking forward to going home and watching CJ's live. You have already seen it. I have missed it, because I was there covering CJ. So you can watch the video I put up and you'll get another angle of it all. And the aggression and the slobbering. And I don't know if you picked up the slobbering that I got, the personal abuse about what they read in the papers and throwing all that at me. And that's what the papers is about. They're about putting stuff down there so it gives the left ammunition. So we know what they do, we know why they do it, and it's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop us. My community know who I am. You know what I mean, and that's the main thing. Right, get the thumbs up there, guys. Get the thumbs up. We're in the Woodvale here with concerned parents here blocking the road to bring awareness to the fact that we do not want any more undocumented men. We don't want any more hotels. And yeah, we want our government to listen to us. We need men in our government that will fight for us, will bring the social policies that we want and not what not mainstream mainland, not what the government, the so-called government in Westminster, not what they want. We need a government in Northern Ireland that's going to deliver what we want, and we are saying enough is enough. These people in Northern Ireland are saying enough is enough. Everywhere I go in Northern Ireland, people are saying enough is enough. The message is loud and clear from the people of Northern Ireland. End mass immigration, and enough is enough. Simple as that. You know. 400 million spent on hotels in Northern Ireland. That's wee small Northern Ireland, while we have lots of problems. And you see him of videos, the kind of problems we have with the prisons, mental health, drug addictions, and our own people being second class citizens, other people jumping the queue, men coming into this country, breaking into this country, criminals and possibly terrorists that has to be in amongst them are in hotels and social housing before our own men, before our own citizens. And that's something that needs addressed. That's not right in any level. You keep doing stuff like that, you're going to keep getting people like us out. It's as simple as that. I'll throw us in the bin, mate. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to my dinner tonight, guys. Looking forward to my dinner tonight. Been a bit hectic, a bit stressful, to be honest with you. know. It is a bit stressful. You know, there's a lot going on, guys. Not everything I can bring these, you know what I mean? But it's not an easy game. This, you know, you come under a lot of pressure, and you know, it's all right. I'm here, all right here. You know, it's like in my own areas and communities. You know, I get nothing but love. You know what I mean? But fucking hell, man, it's hard work, guys. It really is. But yeah, we're going to keep on driving and keep on pushing and keep on recording, and we will be turning up at demos from the left, and yeah, we will be recording and live streaming, and it's up to them to behave appropriately. You know, we don't go there with any aggression, and we go there with questions, and the questions drive them mad. It drives them mad, sends them into a frenzy. You know what I mean? It's like Walking Dead. It's like a Walking Dead, isn't it? It's like they're coming at you like that, man, with their Palestinian flags. You're like, you know, calm down, man. I know. Yeah, so it is, you know, vigil last night, you know what I mean? That's what I was saying. I was like, you know, covering the vigil. And that was a vigil today. We did go in. Obviously, I didn't want to go in too deep because I wouldn't have got out. You can't trust them. You just cannot trust them. So we stayed in the outskirts and kept an eye on CJ. But yeah, it is very dodgy, very, very dodgy. And the more we go, the more they get to know us, you know what I mean? Oh, you'll know. You'll know. He must be close by. Have you got his number? Yeah. All right, good. Well, give me a. Give me a. Guys.
Stuck with scotch with it. Yeah. Stuck in the middle. My aunt.
Like, did you get him? Did you tell him I'm live? You okay? He's coming. He's coming. You're always in my fucking camera. So yeah, guys, this is a Woodvale. Let's just show you one of the streets. Just give you a wee look at the street. This is how we roll in Northern Ireland, guys. All the way down there, guys. Right, see you in a minute. See you in a minute. Are you on tennis? You're right, man. You're right. You know where you are. Go on. Set you in the right car. Oh, there you are now. Stop. That's CJ here now. Can I get your dog in? Yeah. I like dogs. Oh, steady, steady. I know. Yeah.
Here, it's okay.
Okay, okay. We went down we are, guys. No, no, not behind the camera. Behind the camera. Don't lie. I'm behind the camera for him here. Don't lie. Don't lie. It's a red light. Come on, all right. Come on up. Oh, all right. Right, okay. Tell him, just go up and get him. You go up and get him. Because he's got a tablet. I'm all right with this, yeah. So I say I'm letting the ambulance do. Well, I saw the ambulance. I think it was actually an ambulance, but you know, it's got ambulance on it, so they let us through. You know what I mean? So I'll let you be look down here. Give us a wee tune, guys. Doing a good job, Lost. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much, mate. Somebody else telling me I'm doing a good job. I did quite a lot today, actually. Want to go on live, like? Want an interview? Alex? Yeah, let me get a couple of pints of me and I'll get you shut right down. I'm okay, I'm okay.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. He's not doing nothing.
It's gonna be a bit cold. I've got the t-shirt on. Looking forward to my dinner, guys. So we took there. The support from the locals, even though it's a bit of an inconvenience, but that's I suppose what it's about, and I think everybody understands that now. People are just glad of the attention. I think people in driving about in their houses are just glad that somebody's doing something. You know what I mean? How you doing, mate?
What are you on the way? Where was CJ? No, getting a bit of hustle there.
No, no, no. Yeah, we did it. How's things?
I really just thought I'm over to see here.
Yeah.
Where we at there, mate? That's for
Was
you.
it?
That's
Cheers,
for you.
man.
You watch me all the time. You're a good man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, mate.
Thingy,
So I'll get me a wee Chinese and I so well.
You're getting the can. You're up a cast it, like, and I wanted to come over just to see you. So you take me and run up.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Get you on that road.
I'll go over there and see you.
Yeah, yeah, man. No sweat. I see. She wanted to re-interview.
She wouldn't walk in.
Oh, oh, is she watching me live? Brilliant, brilliant. I'll not get the car in. So yeah, guys, this is Woodvale and concerned parents. As you can see, for anybody who hasn't seen it, tighten that up a wee bit, guys. Just so you can see. That saved me actually telling you. You can read. I'll read it out for you. Shankill concerned residents collective say no to forced mass, uncontrolled, unvetted, illegal immigration into our country. Stand up for your children and grandchildren's future now. Enough is enough. Are you a concerned parent or grandparent? Join Facebook Ainsworth Drive. Good man. Right. Oh, I guess something. Is it? All right, son. How you doing? How you doing? All right. Good, good, good. So is that stabilizer? So no matter, does that stop the shaking? No. Right, right, right. Right, right, right. Goes right up with it. I've got one of them coming. Aye, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to get one for each of the guys. Well, hello. Are you hiding from the camera?
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So just saying hello to people. That's one of my. Hello. How you doing? There's Jan. I'm putting you on camera, Jan, because you're a TikToker.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hi, everybody. How
What
are you
brings
all?
you? What brings you this neck of the woods?
Well, up to Shankill to support these women. Fair play to them. Yeah, just have to give a wee bit of support.
Concerned parents.
Yep, concerned parents and I. Well done to them. Really proud of them. Keep it up, everybody. We need to just do this together. We're all in it together. Saving our children. My phone's ringing.
Okay. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you. So yeah, Jan's a TikToker. So she is. It's getting chilly, guys. It is getting chilly. So yeah, really nice guy came up there and gave me some money there. And that's happens to quite a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't have any other income. Buy me a coffees. Buy one coffee, you get an email. Um, you know, not enough to survive, nowhere near enough to survive, but it helps me pay other people and petrol, and people are looking after me, and it's something that's coming in. So it's always nice to get a wee bit of help, and it is what it is. Like I mean, I don't beg for money. I don't put up GoFundMe. I don't put up PayPal. I don't put up my bank details. I do buy me a coffee so you can get an email every single time I go live. But yeah. I think I've actually forgot to send the email for this live. It's just because it's been hectic. I was on the other side of Belfast, in deep with the Palestinian mob. CJ was getting a lot of hassle, and we nipped up here, and yeah, it is what it is. So thank you to everybody that comes up and gives me some love. Thank you to everybody that I bump into everywhere I go, in garages and everywhere, every single day. Somebody says, "Freedom, Dad," and I mean honestly, like maybe 2, 3 times a day, "Freedom, Dad." Just keep doing what you're doing, and the people around me can see. It's easy for me to say stuff online, but I don't bullshit. I'm overwhelmed with it. I am very humble, and I think it's amazing, and I'll never get used to it. Never get used to it, but it lets me know that I'm doing something right. So many people come up to me telling me, "Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing." If you were me, what would you do? Stop doing it. No matter how hard it gets, when people are doing that and give me so much love and respect, and use guys online as well, I'll never stop doing this. I'll never stop doing this until we've got the right government in. I'll never stop doing it until I'm assured that my daughter's future is secured, that my daughter's kids are secured, and their kids are secured. I will never stop until I've got the reassurances in my heart that I know that I've got a government in Northern Ireland that's going to protect what we know going back, going forward. What we had in the past, I want for my daughter going forward. And it's as simple as that. Until I get reassurance and know that we've done what we need to do in this country, that's when I will stop. I'll spin it round again. Over here. Oh, All right, mate. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Cheers. Here's my jacket. Can you grab my jacket? So can you do me a favor? Can you hold this so you can grab my jacket there yourself? Great jacket, mate. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to get my jacket. How you doing? All right? Yeah. Here. You can yeah, well, we'll be doing that. I'll definitely cover that. Yeah, yeah, definitely be there. We've got Chimney, I think there's Chimney's Corners on Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. The interesting. I just want to go down and see what they say. You know, what I mean, get a feel of it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right. Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, man. Yeah, fucking game on. Yeah, I'm just waiting to get my jacket, guys. Everything good? Money's on. Oh, 290 on the chat. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Thank you so much, guys. 111 likes. So hit the like button, hit the share button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the way out, guys. If you're not subscribed, why not? It's free. It doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe. All free content coming from Freedom Dad. You know, ain't gonna charge you. I'm not gonna put you through adverts and what's going on here. This means so much to me. It's so close to my heart. And oh, cheers, mate. Thank you so much. So close to my heart that it's not about making money. I feel as if you know other YouTubers say to me, "Why are you not monetized? Why do you not monetize?" And it's simply because I don't want to lose the argument over money. You know, people going, oh, he's got a YouTube channel, he's making shitloads of money, and you know, he's getting loads of views, and all them adverts are making a fortune. You know, you don't make that much money on YouTube, like really, unless you're a really big channel. But like I say, guys, the argument, we lose the argument. You know, it's something that the left can throw at us. You know what I mean? And it's not about that. This is really important to me. This is so important to me. It's got to be right. It's got to be right. You know. And yeah, the whole point of talking to the left and all that is like we need to go forward together. There's no two ways about it, you know. And I'm trying to get them to understand Freedom Dad isn't a bad guy. You know, yeah, Freedom Dad's got history, and you know, and I've been with IRA men. I was banged up with an IRA man in England when I was doing my six. He was doing eight. I'm not going to say his name. And we became besties, you know, back to back. We stood back to back, you know what I mean? So there is room. There is room for people, for us to get on, you know what I mean? But it seems to be, I believe the real Republicans, the real IRA, would speak to Freedom Dad. It's these clowns who maybe missed the Troubles and want the Troubles to start again because they've heard all the stories, or they're just people, they're just maybe just not all there. You know what I mean? That's what I feel, because there's no reason not just to talk. It's no reason to just go mental every time you see Freedom Dad and start yelling obscenities and calling me racist and far right and Catholic murderer. You know what I mean? Where that came from, like, you know what I mean? And that's the papers saying I'm related to Shangle Poachers and all the rest of it, and put my name towards the Dublin bombings. You know what I mean? So nothing to do with me. It's just hatred. It's just propaganda from our left-wing media to try and cause as much problems for Freedom Dad as they can. And you see the end results. And I have people screaming obscenities at me that they're reading from the papers. You know, so, and it gives them ammunition. You know, it gives them something to shout out. You know, what else can they shout? You know what I mean? What else can they shout at me? You know, my message to the left: hey, I'm a nice guy. Just get to know me. Come and speak to me nicely. You don't need to shout at me. We won't get anywhere screaming and shouting at each other. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, give me a chance, man. Give me a chance. Everybody changes, I know I've been in prison and all that, and I've heard them that I get all that about the bank robberies and you're a bank robber and all that. You know what I mean? But everybody's got the right to mature and age and become a good person and give a wee bit back. And this is me giving a wee bit back to my community. Not that I ever took anything out of my community. You know what I mean? Um, there's the camera. Everywhere freedom that goes, it goes. You know what I mean? Zoom in because they'll be zooming into us. There's the eye in the sky, guys. A wee bit of distance. You know what I mean? Maybe they're trying to blend into the tarmac or something. I don't know. You got them there? Yeah, so everywhere Freedom Dad goes, that bad boy goes. That's nothing to do with me. I just happen to be turning up at all these demos, guys, to be honest with you. But yeah, it is what it is. And here's a mad thing: facial recognition. Would you hear this? You're not going to believe this, right? Facial recognition only really works on white people. Swear to God, you can't make it up. Google it. Google, does facial recognition work for black people? And this isn't being racist, right? Fair play to the black people, man. Hey, you want to watch there, you know what I mean? But do you not think, if facial recognition only works for some people, it shouldn't be used for anybody? It's not fair. You know what I mean? And it's Northern Ireland, but I think it's a very interesting thing that we're just starting to find this out now. I think there's other, I don't know if it's females or black females that facial recognition really struggles to pick up. So that's mental. That is mental. You know what I mean? But good information to know. Good information to know. This time, up here. So you're not rolling in these? Why? Right, so send me your YouTube channel on my messenger and I'll give you a shout out, get some stuff. Do you many do you need? Right, I'll get you in. I'll get you in. That's no problem. I'll get you in. What's your YouTube channel name?
MTax Media.
MTax. MTEX. EMTAX. Get this, write this down, guys. Go and grab a pen and paper. EMTAX, right? I want you to go on there and subscribe to the guy. He's a citizen journalist in Northern Ireland, in Belfast. He's at all the demos and he covers me, he covers everybody else, and he covers everything that's going on. And it's just another set of eyes. And if you give him some love, give him a wee subscribe. And you send me it again because I'll forget, and I'll give it a wee shout out again on my video. So yeah, you know what to do, guys. Give him some love. That's what we do. We support all channels. You know what I mean? He needs over 50. You know what I mean? So you can do that for me. I know you can jump on there. And what I'll do is I'll sort a link out tomorrow. I'll do a wee bit tomorrow and throw a link out. So we'll maybe get a wee list of all the YouTubers in Northern Ireland and just get you on board. You know what I mean? Because I think it's going to be an interesting time to watch Northern Ireland YouTubers, guys. It's either going to go one or two ways. Either they're going to completely shut down mass immigration in Northern Ireland, or Northern Ireland's going to explode. And that's the feeling on the street. That's what I'm hearing from everybody. And yeah, that's where we're at. One horrific crime in this country, and God knows what's going to happen. God only knows what's going to happen. Because you've got to remember they're putting these people, people that are coming into their country, they're putting them in loyalist areas. They're putting them in hardline loyalist areas. And that's a recipe for disaster, guys. That is a recipe for disaster. Just like you've seen Ballymena. If you think Ballymena was bad, where do you see what happens in Belfast if anything goes wrong? And that's just me as a citizen journalist telling you what the feeling is on the street. People have had enough, We're seeing crimes getting committed every single day near enough now. Or allegations of crimes because they can't get the perpetrators, or something's happening to somebody. And it's only a matter of time. If one bad thing happens, like a Southport or anything that's horrific, I really, really worry about my wee country. So I do. And I worry because it's not the answer. Violence isn't the answer. But Freedom Dad can't stop it. Freedom Dad isn't going to be able to stop that, guys. No matter what I say, if I get on my knees and beg the people, please don't have any, we lose the argument. We lose the argument, you know. But the truth is, man, we do lose the argument. But we lose the argument for so long, maybe a couple of months, and then we build our argument back up. Because when there's riots and when there's violence, that's when the media come down and call us far right thugs and racists, and they show pictures like boys throwing petrol bombs and rioters and guys intimidating and throwing stones to foreigners' windows and stuff. And then you got other foreigners having to put up Union Jacks and stuff like that. It's nuts. It's nuts. But you know, this is Belfast. This is Northern Ireland, and these guys are old school at this. These guys are old school of civil disorder, and you know, I don't know. Like I say, these are concerned parents. All the groups in Northern Ireland are concerned parents. Please believe me, there was no paramilitaries involved in any of this. Them days are gone. You know, they keep on shouting about me. There's no paramilitaries around us. The paramilitaries, whatever paramilitaries are left, they're not getting involved. They're not doing anything to do with any of the movement of the right. Oh, I can't remember. I'm just going off. Yeah, so that's I'm just going off, guys. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because I am hungry, and yeah. So yeah, fair play to these guys, you know. And it is about bringing awareness. It's not about hatefulness. It's not about racist. It's not about far right. It's not about annoying the community. It's about it's all they've got. I think it's all they've got, guys. You know what I mean? It's a small little thing that they can bring the awareness to let people know in Northern Ireland that we're here, we know what's going on, and we are speaking up for the rest of the community because the rest of the community are in their houses right now. They know what's going on, and you know they just don't want to get involved because of Freedom Dad with the lives and other citizen journalists, and they think to themselves, you know, I'm going to be called a racist or far right. I understand. We all understand, but please believe me, you need to stop worrying about labels. Everybody's everybody's aware now that the labels are just to silence you. You know, your boss will be aware that the labels are just to silence you. Your family members will be aware that the labels are just to silence you. Northern Ireland is waking up, guys. We're waking up because of the experience we've got of watching what the traitors government have done to England and what they're doing to Scotland and what's going on with the Irish government, what they're doing to the Irish people. So I'm Freedom Dad, guys, in the Woodvale, I'm in the Shankill. I won't be doing another live tonight. I need to go home, get something to eat, and chill out. There's so much coming this week. Honestly, so much coming this week. And stay tuned. So, again, I'm Freedom Dad, and God bless.